Oh, what are you doing? What the hell's going on here? Oh, why y'all fuzzy? What are you doing? Wake it up, wake it up, wake it up! What are you doing in there? Internet land? Oh yeah, you see that, don't you? Yeah, you like that, don't you, girl? Welcome, guys. It is Jonathan with One Big Impact. I've been listening to really loud techno and doing meal plans for Atkins and Keto because that's what the video is about today. I have not ever released, by the way, this is my son's chair. I love you, Isaiah. I miss you. I'm really thinking about you a lot today, and a lot. If you're new here, check us out. Please say a prayer for my son. Send out good energy. Passed away a little while ago, a few months ago, and I miss him dearly, and dreams are definitely not going away. You guys, this video is going to be specifically about how to understand how to make your own meal plan. If you're not into the technical stuff, don't watch this video. I'm going to tell you right now, I do offer meal plans. It'll be a hell of a lot easier than doing this. I offer keto meal plans, Atkins meal plans. I also offer online nutritional assistance, online personal training, online bodybuilding meal plans. Doesn't matter what your focus is. Doesn't matter if you're diabetic. It doesn't matter if you got like heart problems. It doesn't matter if you got gout. If you're old, young, I got meal plans to follow any type of regimen. Just message me, okay? Check us out, like I said, on Healthy Living for a Healthy Life. I'm covering all that really quick because this could be a slightly confusing yet extensive video, okay? So, here goes. Macros. What are macros? Macronutrients are the three main macronutrients that you're probably ever going to hear about are as follows: protein, fat, carbohydrates. Yes, there's a fourth one, alcohol. But, I mean, if you're including alcohol into your meal plan, that would be why you're not losing weight, sir, ma'am, whoever the hell you are out there. Um, Protein is going to be 4 grams of, and I'm covering this because this is going to be extremely relevant about the information and understanding what the hell I'm talking about when I say grams. Macros is one of the most complex and difficult to understand concepts as far as the health and nutrition world is out there. And I'll be completely honest, I'm learning still each and every day about all kinds of things. So, including macros. Protein and carbs are 4 calories for 1 gram. Okay? And it's tricky because sometimes you'll look at a label and it'll have no calories, but there's 2 carbs. So it doesn't always work in tandem. I don't know exactly how the hell they get away with that, but hey, whatever. It's no big deal. Don't sweat the small stuff, is what I say. Um, and then fat is going to be 9 calories per gram, significantly higher. Okay? That's why fat makes you feel full so much longer because it's really, really thick. And it's very calorie laden. That's also why you got to be very careful about overdoing it on things like cheese, oils, ranches, spreads, butters, things like that. Um, and especially if you are not eating ketogenic or you're not eating low carb, then you really got to be careful because if you have high carbs and high fat, you're just going to get fat. There's no way around it because you have one or the other for your energy fuel sources. And if you got high on high, you're just going to get overweight really fast. So keep that in mind. Now, this is daunting thinking about it. I'm serious. Thinking about how I'm going to explain this in the lamest way possible, okay? One of the most difficult things is understanding what to eat, you guys. The reason I originally started becoming a personal trainer and started being okay with the whole scenario was literally simply because the idea of having somebody tell me what to eat and them charging me $500 for a 30-day meal plan absolutely irked me, and I thought it was wrong. Okay, if I can give you a 1 month meal plan to lose weight for $45, why should somebody else charge 500? That's not right. That's just not right. I can give you a meal plan for 2 months for $80. Theirs would be 1,000. That's not right. Fair Deal Dale sells that not right. All right? Who's Fair Deal Dale? That ain't none of your damn business. Drink your damn water. I apologize for the yapping, but I also don't care if it bothers you. This is my channel. You can unsubscribe at any time. So, you're going to get some foods together. I suggest good old paper, okay? This is me making meal plans. It's difficult. First of all, I would say you can go about this any which way you want. I don't know that there's necessarily a system. I would say the more I do it, the more I understand what I'm doing. As far as what approach do I put, I never thought of it like this. What you could do is, I should probably take that note. You could get your calories. Say you want to receive, so for men, 1,800 to 2,200 calories, something like that. Women, 15 to 1,800 calories is going to be where your baseline is. But it also depends. If you're a 5 foot tall woman and you're 87 pounds or 100 pounds, and you're trying to drop weight, I know that doesn't make sense to some of you, but that's the thing, okay? Not everybody has to look hugely overweight to want to lose a couple pounds. Then they would be significantly less than 1,500 calories for a basal metabolic rate. Basal metabolic rate, go to the internet and type in BMR calculator. You're going to find out the amount of calories that you need to be able to be on, and then it'll help you understand a little bit more of kind of what you're doing. Now, if you're going into manipulating macros and stuff like that, you guys, that's going to be like, I would be very careful. But if you find yourself in a position to where you do want to be a little bit more independent as far as creating your own meal plan and stuff like that, I would say either work with myself or somebody else and, bouncing back and forth. Hey, does this look right? What is it doing? I'm saying. By the way, if this video helps you, please click in the link in the description below. And I would love a small donation of maybe it's $1, maybe it's $5. You guys, I'm working on moving out and opening up the next chapter of my life because just because I feel that's right. So this is probably going to be one of the most beneficial videos I have ever posted. So please, if it does help you, go to the GoFundMe and shoot me over a little something. Okay? And I'm not begging or anything. I don't want you to think that, but I'm doing my best to provide the best for you. So don't forget about me. Don't forget about me, okay? You're talking to me like I'm not your father. I am. I don't like these glasses, like when I wear them, because they're all scratched up, but you can't see the scratches. Shut up! So, you could start by saying, okay, my basal metabolic rate is 1,500 calories. My basal metabolic, my calorie intake that I want to get first is going to be 1,500 calories. Then you could say, okay, what's my macros for keto, or what's my macros for induction phase? So kind of depends on what you're doing, but generally speaking, it's about 70, 25, and 5. So 70% of your calories are going to be coming from fat, 25% of your calories are going to be coming from protein, and 5% of your calories are going to be coming from carbs, net carbs, total carbs, whatever. I would venture to say total carbs. So Net carbs are total carbs minus fiber and minus sugar alcohols, but as far as whole foods, just total carbs minus fiber. So if you have 10 carbs, you have 5 fiber, you have 5 net carbs. It's pretty damn simple. Don't make it overcomplicated. Don't make it overcomplicated what I'm about to explain to you. And this is only slightly confusing because I'm not like a math teacher or something. The hardest part of macros and understanding it has always been the percentages and basically coming up with the amounts of everything. So for instance, on meal plan that I'm looking at, there's about 1,400 calories right here. You could attack this like I have 1,400 calories. So what is 70%? So you go to a percentage calculator because I don't know how to do percents. So I'm not gonna lie. I go to 70%. What is? Let's see. I really like this one. But I guess I'm not going to be able to do that. Let's see. Percentage calculator. I like that other one though. I just found it. I really liked it. So you go, what is 70%? Percentagecalculator.net is what the thing is. Of 1,400. 979.99. So then you go to your calculator and you go 979. What the hell are we going on here? 979.99 divided by 9. I need 108 grams of fat. Now you're probably thinking, how the did you just come up with that? You said 979. Why did it go? Okay, so remember I told you in the beginning, macros, protein and carbohydrates are 4 grams or 4 calories per gram. Fat is 9. So you go 979, which is 70% of 1,400. You're 70% fat of your entire meal plan comes out to 979.99 calories. Then you divide that by 9. Once you divide it by 9, you've got 108.88 grams of calorie or grams of fat. So how to kind of understand that is when you start writing everything out, and I promise you, if you don't write all this stuff out and actually like really see what you're doing and not screw it up, it's going to be way too difficult, and you don't want to confuse yourself from the beginning. Okay, so do your best. This is calories, protein, fat, and then I add up my percentages and everything at the bottom. And I know that looks like scribble mess to you, but trust me, it's like gold when it comes out. It really is amazing. It feels great and it feels empowering, understanding that you know what you're doing and you can create a damn meal plan for yourself. So at the bottom of that, basically, you're probably wondering, well, 109. So if the reverse was, you'd say 100 and we're just going to I'm going to use solid numbers instead of these points to make it less confusing. 109 grams of fat, okay, times 9 equals 980, okay, roughly. Those are roundabout figures. So so the grams multiplied by 9 equals the calories. And we're doing the reverse. And the reason I'm saying the reverse is for a reason. Let me explain that. So if you go to, let me see something that's high. 2 tablespoons of oil is 27 grams of fat. Okay? So to find out the calorie content, which doesn't matter, but I'm just going to explain this so you know what I'm saying right now. 27 times 9. 243 calories. Okay? And it's very close. That's like I'm saying, they're not always going to be perfectly in tandem because if I go over to the other side, it's 238 calories. So it could have been like 226 point something grams or something like that. Like, so it's very, very close, within 5 calories, 4 or 5 calories. So then you go over to something and you say, where is it? What is another high fat? I don't have really any high fat stuff. Butter. So 23 times 9. 207. You cruise over there, very close, within 2 to 3 calories. So that's how you kind of match it up, and that's why it's good to do both sides. And I'm told you I'm trying to make this as non-confusing as possible. Now, the reason I said get your 70%, find out your calories, what 70% of 1400 is, your total amount of calories, and your 70% of calories, is because the majority of your calories are going to be coming from fat when you're keto, when you're Atkins. So understanding and getting that fat out of the way really quick, meaning you could, and this is assuming that you are coming up or formulating a meal plan throughout the day. So you want to have sustained energy, so maybe like some butter, some cheese, some ranch, some avocados, something like that split throughout your 3 or 4 or 5 meals a day, whatever you're doing. And you already have in mind, this is what I'm going to do. You can have in mind, you can basically type up or write up, this is the stuff that I want to be in my meal plan, and give yourself a general guideline of what your meal plan you want it to look like. Then you go over to your paper and you start writing down your 70% fats. The reason I'm saying this is because get those out of the way first, because that's really going to be the bulk of your meal plan, is you're going to be your fat content. Get those down within your meal plans, and then you go, okay, now I got to get 25% protein. So you say, and I could probably do this easier, Google it. What is 25% of 1400? That didn't work. What is 25% of 1400?
3.5.
Oh my gosh, this is not working. 1400. 350. 350 calories. Now remember, what did I say? 350 calories divided by, is it 9? No, it's not. It's 4. Carbs and fat, or carbs and protein are 4. Fat is 9. So you go 350 divided by 4. 87 grams. Okay? 87 grams of protein. Now you can go in there and you can say, okay, I need 350 calories or 87 grams, which would be 25% of my total caloric intake through my meal plan using protein. You're basically doing the exact same thing. And then when you get that done, you can go in there, and I'm telling you, this is not going to be the most easy thing you do, but it will be very rewarding after you become better at it. Then you go back in there and you say, all right, next is my carbohydrates. And obviously, you're going to shoot for 12. If you're like Atkins induction phase, you would say, I'm going to shoot for 12 to 15 grams of net carbohydrates through vegetables, and then all the way up to 18 to 22 through like cheeses, eggs, protein, and stuff like that, because they'll always have like little. And I'm not saying like you're going to leave this with like the best possible information to be able to be like a meal plan guru or something like that, you guys. This is going to take a lot of effort, but this is a really good basic understanding of how you can do a little bit more for yourself sometimes, or at least understand what the hell these things mean. Like, you don't have to create your own meal plan. To be honest, like, I would just pay me $45 and I'd be like, dude, take my money. Do not make me do that crap. Also, remember, if you do purchase a meal plan, you can put the money in my GoFundMe, because I'm not asking for like free money. You guys, I want to work for it, okay? So please let me know what I can do to help you out. If you have questions, cool. I'll answer a bunch of questions. $5-10. Boom. Really fast. No big deal. So that being said, and that comes out to 5.6%. So basically, my macros on the meal plan I just wrote come out to 65.05% fat. They come out to 25.31% protein and 5.67% carbs. Okay? Now, I actually don't think that was super confusing. Hopefully, that was not super confusing. I know that wasn't like picture perfect, but I think that's a basic understanding for Atkins induction and keto. And the difference is a lot of people don't realize it. And I'm going to get somebody that's going to pop off and say some dumb crap or whatever. That's fine. Do whatever you want. Keto and Atkins induction phase are basically the same thing. The only thing that I've noticed or known that I know that changes along the way, and I don't know everything, is that Atkins eventually through the different phases will add back in carbohydrates, and keto will not. So keep that in mind. You can play with your macros. You can do different things depending on goals. I don't know if you're bodybuilding or if you're bulking or you're cutting or you're trying to lose weight or you're trying to get through plateaus. There's all types of scenarios that you will have to mess with your food, your calories, your carbs, your proteins, your fats. It's going to be different for like hormonal stuff. It's going to be different for people that have health issues. As always, please make sure that you're checking with your doctors. And if you don't like what your doctor says, because not everybody's like Atkins or keto, it's becoming much more trendy and popular now. But a lot of people, a lot of doctors will be against it because they just don't understand. So if you don't like one person's perspective, try to get another doctor's perspective. But also, of course, I am not a physician. I am not your primary care physician, and I'm not in control of your health care. So please make sure you do listen to your doctors. And if you are on medication, obviously take that as prescribed and make sure that you are not in any way, shape, or form neglecting, changing, or discontinuing medications without a doctor's approval. Because that's not a game, you guys. This is your life, and it's fragile. Trust me, I know. You guys, be stronger than your excuses. Remember to spread love, not hate. Drink your damn water. Stay on track. Hashtag Team Boo. Have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for all the support, and we'll see you soon. Bye.